Welcome to another very exciting 5-minute multiplayer. So yeah, I'm experimenting with reverse range defense at the moment. I have a specific idea. Well, this one I don't mind. I think I can get a blockade on F4 here. I hope. Doesn't matter about the double pawns. I hope not. It looks as though this is the sort of position I like anyway. Generally, with a nice knight on F4.
Check.
And let's go bishop. Okay, some work to liberate that bishop. Maybe sometimes. Okay, he's going to try and hem in this bishop as much as possible. The centre, though, is pretty solid. I know the bishop's a bit passive, to say the least. Let's see. I'll just put it there for a moment. Maybe just in case c5 is handy. Maybe rook d1 and... is he going for a4 later? It's a bit of a dead bishop now. Yeah. Am I getting done over positioning, like as though it's a sort of Nh3 engine on steroids? Yeah, it looks very comfortable for him, unfortunately. Super comfortable. Maybe I should have avoided this. Oh, now I'm under regret creeps in. Oh, okay, that neglects a4. You can just target a4. So it's actually tying down my pieces quite a lot. Okay. What about knight d5? Knight d5 there. Or here. Try and open up things with c4 later. Alright, if I take and then... No, it's not opening up my position at all. That's nasty. My bishop's going to be remaining dead unless I sack a pawn. Let's try and sack a pawn to try and liberate this guy. Will you accept the bait? Please let me liberate this bishop. No. Oh dear. Now maybe there's a possibility of the bishop not being as dead. It does have, and this rook can use the h file. Can I put the bishop on a3 at least? It's not totally dead. Against knight b3, maybe I want to connect rooks with king d2 and let's see, king d2 or king d1 to c2 maybe better to avoid a check on b3. Yeah, let's see. Maybe there's a possibility of rook h4 to double the rooks. Maybe. Rook h4 and try and double the rooks. Rook f1 is a little bit passive, but I'm not sure. I think I need to defend this. I got yeah, as though possibly I'm threatening, yeah, bishop maybe taking queen f3. It's dangerous. My queen's a little bit stuck If I took here, I don't think that helps, does that? Yeah, trying to do me over with his knights. The 2 knights against 2 bishops. I'm going to pawn them as well. My queen is stuck. Is there a possibility? King B1, Queen C2. This knight's a right pain. Maybe Bishop C1 for a moment. Bishop D2. It's all pretty passive. In fact, why have I left the H file? Yeah, I mean, I left him to the H file. That was probably dumb. Even here, I think Bishop D6 to E5 at some point. Maybe taking and then Bishop D6 to E5 is an idea. If he leaves D6. But then every time I take, he's on F2. So that's interesting. Alright, can I take Bishop D6? That's the plan. He's got Queen F3. Maybe there's King B1. I wanted to get the E5 square here.
Check.
Now King B2. Does he play Queen F3? Alright, Queen E2 here. There's Queen A3. Can my king come over to defend E1? It's all pretty passive. I know. Queen F3.
Check.
King E1. Is there Queen A3 to D6? Now that my king's holding F2, check. I know it's... something was bound to happen like that. But he's given me Rook F6.
Check.
If king... Okay.
Check.
Get this pawn over here at least. I can get this pawn and this pawn. Maybe I should go for that. It's got knight F3 check. So my king is stranded. Can I go for this pawn?
Check.
He's got B5. Okay, he's creating a passed pawn. C pawn. I got my A pawn for a moment. I'm hoping the A pawn is something. Maybe I should have played A6 there. King B1. Can I try and nudge his rook? Okay, he's only got 20 seconds. I can't nudge his rook away. A6 here, there's knight B3. Let's not waste that pawn necessarily. Knight B3 and C3 is too dangerous. Do I throw in a few checks for luck? Let's try and get some time on the clock. Rook C5, there's knight. Okay,
check.
Throw in a few checks for luck. I don't know. I don't know.
Check.
Yeah, let's try and just waste his clock a bit here. I don't know what I'm doing here. Again, he's got me in a stuck position. This whole game's been stuck. Everything's been stuck
check.
about it. Go away.
Check.
He's trying to definitely win this pawn.
Check.
He's down to like 2 seconds nearly. Wow. Now Rook A1's not mating and he's still not moving his pawn. So... Oh, don't tell me he's entering with his king. Well, I got him on the clock anyway. This is a nasty looking rating, I've got to say. He's been up to 2510 on the auto pairing, April 2017. 2510. His 1 minute auto pairing is 908. Oh, his 3 minute auto pairing is 1927. Okay, yeah, he had been in a dead position for most of the game, but maybe he's not the quickest player. Maybe there's a weakness. He's clearly. I'm not sure I should allow this doubling the pawns. That would have been more sensible. This bishop would still be alive, I think, under most circumstances. So the doubling of pawns, why is it so bad for the bishop? It's because actually he's fixing, I know it seems an Indian strategy, he's creating a blockade, so he's making sure there's a pawn on c3 basically all the time. If there's a pawn on c3 and a pawn on e3, and this diagonal's cut because of c5, then where does this bishop actually go? It can't cross the diagonal. It was pretty blocked in. Check. Yeah. It looked pretty dead, that bishop. Queen b3. Oh, a5, that's interesting. So if it takes... Oh, that's a way of trying to liberate the bishop on this diagonal before the blockade sets in. This is something to that. Well, that would drop a5 tactically. And if he ignores it, then he's not setting up a massive blockade on this diagonal. So it's not the end of the world. What happened, I made it near the end of the world because of this game. Because of this beautiful blockade. I lost the battle there. I did lose a battle there for that bishop. Although that pawn sack was a relief, actually, to have that diagonal again, at least. It did something. It sort of tied down. I took the chance to go into this losing position. So there's minus 14 here. 15. Queen f3. What's the threat? Aha. It looks bad. What happens here exactly?
Check.
It is as bad as it looks.
Check.
This sort of nasty thing. So he's been letting me off somehow. Oh, there's a mate here. Knight c1. What's the idea?
Check.
It looks nasty. So he missed all sorts of wins. This is not that great. In fact, it's a sort of, it seems like a blunder continuation because I'm back to less than minus 2 and he's only got 30 seconds. So yeah. Okay, that was, I lost the battle there for the bishop. I shouldn't have done. So apparently a5 as mentioned. Okay, comments, questions, shares, appreciate it. Thanks so much.